Hi everyone, welcome to the introductory crash course for coding in JavaScript. Today we'll be going through just kidding. But yeah, in this video I'll show you how to install the N-gage emulator on your Android, how to download and play games, and also show you how to fix common game issues like certain games not loading. The first thing we're going to do is install the emulator. There are two ways to do this. First is through the Google Play Store by searching EKA2L1 emulator and then installing from there. This gives you the most stable version, but it's not the most up-to-date version. In order to get the most up-to-date version of the app, you'll need to go to the GitHub page of the emulator. To do that, again search EKA2L1 emulator on Google and then click the first GitHub link. From there, scroll down and click Releases. On the next page, you'll need to click Assets. This is where you choose your platform you wish to download. For us, this will be Android. And once that's downloaded, you can install it from there. Once that's done, the next thing we need to do is download the ROM for our Ngage device. For copyright reasons, you will need to have the actual device too. Assuming that's all fine, open up the link in the description and then hit download. The last thing you need to download are the games. You can either download individual games or the whole library of games. Again, the copyright rules apply. If you want to download the library of games, click the link in the description, which will take you to the page to download it. Or you can download individual games by searching the name with Ngage ROMs. Here I am downloading Elder Scrolls. To make things easier, after downloading the files, I moved into a new folder called Ngage. Let's open up the emulator and you get this message, press allow. And since you haven't installed any ROMs, you'll be prompted to install one now, which we will, but for now you can press cancel and close down the app. And we'll head over to our Ngage folder that we just created. From here, we'll unzip our Ngage ROM file. Once that is done, we'll get this data folder. And at this point, you can delete the zip file if you wish. Now, when we open up the emulator again, this time we're going to hit install. Go ahead and click on the install method, and on the drop down menu, choose raw dump. And now we're going to direct it to the ROM file we downloaded earlier by clicking raw dump. And then navigate to the Ngage folder we created. Once you're there, you'll need to go to the data file, and then the drives folder, and then choose the Z folder, and then click on RH29. Once you're inside the RH29 folder, press OK. Next, you need to set the ROM directory. Click on ROM, and then you need to go back until you get to the root of the data folder. And then once you're there, you will see this ROMs folder. That will lead you to the sym.rom and then click on it. Now we can begin installation by clicking on the install button. Once that is done, you'll get this completed message. And once you hit back, it will load the Ngage emulator. Here you can see all the applications in the emulator, but unfortunately most of them don't work. But that's fine because we don't need most of them. Instead, we're just going to click on any one of them. This will generate the necessary folders we need to install the games. After loading the dummy app, we can now close the emulator once again. Go back to the Ngage folder that we created at the beginning. We can now delete the data folder as it has been transferred to the emulator folder. Or you can leave it as is just for safekeeping. Now we will install the game. First thing we need to do is extract the game folder if we haven't done so already. After the game has been extracted, you can delete the old zip file. Now we are going to copy the extracted game files over to the emulator. You'll need to go to the root directory of your phone and then find the EKA2L1 folder and then click on data and then click on drives and then choose the E folder. And once you're inside the E folder, this is where you'll be moving all your files. If it asks you to overwrite your files, click yes. Now that the game files have been moved over, open up the emulator. In order to find the game, we can search for it by typing in the top, or we can scroll to the bottom where the new games are placed. And to run the games, all you do is just click on it once. If you follow the instructions carefully and you did everything right, the game should eventually load. If it doesn't, if you get a grey screen or black screen, keep watching, I'll show you how to fix this glitch. But for now, I'll do a quick run through of Elder Scrolls. Playing it for the first time, I'll admit that the controls are a bit janky, but you get used to it the more you play it. I think also the fact that I've never played any of the previous Elder Scrolls games, that this is all new to me. I think I mostly chose this game because everyone else recommended it and also it's the one that everyone else used when they were testing the emulator. As you can see, the game loads and works perfectly fine. I don't really have much complaints on it. I think it's just a testament of how well this emulator was built. Okay, Elder Scrolls is a good game. For those of you who haven't played it, I'd definitely recommend it. But now I'll show you how to install more games. Once you have downloaded and extracted the games, you'll need to navigate into the folder of the game that you want to transfer, starting with the system folder and then going to the apps. And inside the apps folder is the folder that we need to move over to the emulator folder, in the corresponding apps folder. Now run the emulator, and this time I'll find the game by searching for it, and clicking it should load the game. And this time it'll be Bomberman. I'll give you guys a quick run through of the game, since I know most of you have already played the game or at least know about it. But I will say it's an addictive little game. Like story wise, Elder Scrolls is probably better, but because this game is so simple, you don't need to play another game in the series to understand what's going on, unlike Elder Scrolls. Okay, I'll stop talking now so I can play this game properly. Wasn't that fun? Now recently I saw ETA Prime video where he said he had issues running the Tony Hawk's game, and I know others have too as well, so I thought I'll show you how to fix that now. If we first try our usual method for installing the games by going to the systems folder, and then the apps, and then copying the game folder from there to the emulator, and then try loading it, we get this. Nothing but grey screen. So how do we fix it? Well, in order to fix it, we need to go back to the original game folder, and then move over the missing files the game needs to load. And these being all the files inside the libs folder. Go ahead and select them all, and then navigate to the systems folder in the emulator, and then once you're inside the libs folder, paste all the previous files inside this folder, and if it asks you to overwrite, click yes. Now if we open up the emulator again and try to run Tony Hawk's, you can see this time the game loads perfectly. So there you go, that's how you load the Tony Hawk's on the N-gage. I hope someone who's watching this can send this to ETA Prime so he can play Tony Hawk's too. Okay, enough talking, let's get back to some gameplay. For now I'll do a quick free skate just so you can show you how the game works. Also, I want to let you guys know about an interesting quirk in the loading screen. I don't know if it's just because it's emulated or if it was in the original game. When the loading bar fills up fully, it seems to get stuck. Even if you wait a couple of minutes, causing you to think that the game has crashed. But it hasn't. If you keep pressing the numbers, it seems to load the game eventually. Which is definitely worth the wait because this game is really good. Including the graphics and the music is definitely top notch. But because of the form, the controls might be a bit iffy. But enough nitpicking, let's just enjoy the game. That was a really good game. Now here's another game I tried called Worms World Party. This is a game I heard a lot of, but I never actually experienced playing it. I guess this is one of those games, one of those mainstream games that everyone knows of, but you just don't get the hype around it. And here's the last game I played called Asphalt 2. Enjoy! Well, that was it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, it really helps with the algorithm, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.